Greetings GIS, staff, students, and community. My name is Steve Anderson, Superintendent here at Grace International School. I wanted to take an opportunity to give you an update on where we are with the chances and possibilities of returning to in-person instruction here on the Grace campus. I first wanted to say a special thank you to our school director, Ajahn Jintana, who has led a committed team of administrators here at the school to apply for and reach approval from the local CDC and MOE to return to on-campus instruction. I also want to thank the crisis management team and their hard work and effort to ensure the safety and well-being of our staff and students here on campus. A few weeks ago, GIS began the application process to return to in-school instruction. That has led us to an appeal to last week where a local committee from the Chiang Mai local authorities, including health officers, the vice mayor, the Herngao community liaisons, Herngao governor, all coming to the school campus to make a visit, a tour, and evaluate our COVID response plan. That plan was approved and is now awaiting approval from the Regional Center for Disease Control and Ministry of Education. As we prepare to return to in-person instruction, I wanted to let the staff, students, and parents know about some of the stipulations and conditions for our return. These are very significant, and I wanted to make everyone aware of the responsibility that the school has in case there is a COVID situation here on our campus. I wanted to inform parents that we're doing everything we can to make sure we comply with the CDC and MOE regulations to provide a safe environment for our staff, students, and community. One of the additional changes to our condition for remaining on campus is a new process and procedure. If a student or staff person is found to have symptoms of COVID-19 with fever and/or other symptoms, our nurse's office will be obligated to do an antigen test kit. This test kit takes just a few moments to get initial results back to see if a student or staff person has tested positive. If the results are negative and the student still has a fever or some other symptom, they will be asked to return home with the parent and no other action is needed at that time. If the staff or student tested positive, the nurse would then call the parent to be able to come and be a part of the transportation process that the local authorities have asked us to take in transporting the student to a local hospital for further PCR testing. The parent would be able to ride along with a designated staff person in the school vehicle to go to the local health authorities for testing. If the PCR test comes back positive from the hospital, the school would be required to close for an additional 14 days. If the test came back negative from the PCR testing, we would be able to receive the student back to the campus once the symptoms have all cleared. I wanted to reiterate how important it is that we as the community come together. If you or your students are experiencing the symptoms of COVID-19, we ask that you please remain home and do not send your student to school. The school is going to further provide antigen test kits for every student and every staff person. Should your student exhibit some symptoms at home, you could provide the test kit at home and then take the appropriate actions to report and go for a further PCR test at a local hospital. This preventative measure of the parent and/or staff member taking the test at home may be able to reduce the risk of the entire school closure. So I just wanted to reiterate the importance of not sending your student to school if they're exhibiting any signs or symptoms of COVID-19. I thank you very much for each parent and staff member and community member who continues to partner with Grace. We are certainly hoping for a safe and viable return to our campus for in-person instruction. Please feel free to reach out to myself or the crisis management team if you have any further questions. Thank you, and God bless.